Ron Burgundy.
Good morning, guys. Zig back here with you at Full Bucket headquarters. I'm again with Dr. Rob Franklin, co-founder of Full Bucket. Today we're talking about our pet line of products, and specifically we're going to look at our Full Bucket Canine Probiotic. Dr. Rob, why don't you tell us a little bit about the thought behind this paste and what are some important things to remember going into using this product?
This product is specifically designed for dogs that are having acute GI problems. So that means they're typically having diarrhea.
Okay.
Now they could just have intestinal surgery or have some other reason that the veterinarian wants to recommend an intestinal supplement, but typically it's for dogs that have acute diarrhea. And this is in a paste formula, and the reason we do a paste is because we want to make sure that if the dog is not supposed to be eating or doesn't feel like eating, that we can actually deliver a paste, and it's kind of a thick, flax oil based, but almost like peanut butter type of paste that you can put right onto the roof of the mouth. If that doesn't come off, they'll lick that and they keep it in there. So, you say, what's in here? So again, this is a probiotic. And the probiotic that we use is Saccharomyces boulardii. It's the most well-studied yeast strain of probiotic. We use, if you can see the little flecks of white, that's a microencapsulation that actually bonds around that probiotic. It keeps it safe from heat and moisture, also protects it through the upper parts of the gastrointestinal tract. So once it gets down to where there's problems, that yeast can come alive. So probiotics are going to go in there. They're going to stabilize that injured intestinal tract. So like I said, we could have a situation where dogs had some aggressive antibiotic therapy and the microflora has been, or the good bacteria been thrown off because of that, and now they've got a GI problem. They could have had intestinal surgery. They could have gotten into something that they weren't supposed to. We call that garbage can enteritis, and we all see that. Sometimes, around Thanksgiving, the holidays, they get into some rich meals, it throws things off. So that probiotic is going to go in there and stabilize that normal flora. That flora is there. It contains trillions of different bacteria, and it's kind of got a level that it likes to operate in. And anytime you get a rich food, an antibiotic, or even a disease that can come in there, whether it be a virus or a bacterial disease, it throws all that thing off. So this probiotic strain goes in there and stabilizes that.
What about, I know that I used to have a Blue heater, and Blue, we would travel a lot. She'd go home with me to see my parents, and she was very stressed when driving. Is this product something that I would want to take with me if I were traveling with my dogs that got stressed?
It is. I think it's always a good thing to take with you if you travel with your dog, because anytime we stress our dogs or we get a change in diet or change in environment, there's a chance you're going to get a GI problem. And some dogs are extremely, I've seen hounds that just will get diarrhea, stressed as soon as they get into a car.
Sure.
So that is a really good point. As veterinarians, typically this is something that we're going to have on our shelf, and if you bring me your dog, I'm going to send it home. If it's got a GI problem, I'm going to send it home on this paste. I'm probably going to have you follow it up with a daily dog, which is a powder that you're going to put on top of there. But we're going to start off with this paste again, because I don't want to mix anything on the food.
Yes.
And honestly, most probiotics that are available for dogs are a powder, and so you have to put it on food. Well, sometimes the dog doesn't want to eat, or I don't want him eating as a veterinarian.
Sure.
So rest the gut, but I need you to give this probiotic. The other thing that we put in this probiotic is we're going to put prebiotics in there, and we're going to put some enzymes. So once they do start eating again, you want to have that really bland diet, and you want to help them break that diet down so there's no undigested food that ends up rotting in the intestinal tract. Bad gas, more diarrhea, more GI upset from the microflora. So the enzymes, the probiotics, the prebiotics, which are the feed component to the natural microflora, so it's fertilizer, we're going to put that in there along with the amino acid L-glutamine. Now, L-glutamine is the feeding to the enterocytes, to the intestinal lining cells. And so we're going to put all that right into this paste. Like I say, it's a palatable paste. They will typically lick it off your finger, but if not, you just put it on the roof of their mouth and it goes right in them.
So this particular